Good evening, YouTube. This is MrBKrapful. I have a story for you. It's about, Burger King. This was just water. And no soda in it. Anyways. So I got a story for you, YouTube. And it goes like this, Been working at Burger King for 3 years. 3 years. August 29th, 2007 is when I started working at Burger King. Or, as I would call it, Burger Crap! It's crap! So, and I have many stories to tell you. But I'm going to break it down a little bit. Some stories, some not. Let me try to explain the format here. Probably every week I'll be doing a video about, Burger King, whether or not it's a past story, or it just happens today, just, a crazy random story, because of how crazy Burger King can get, because of those stupid deals and stuff, so it's not fun. But, let me see, what happened today? Well, it wasn't a fun day. Start off like this. I had to go to work at 8. I, drove there. So I had a car get there for the time being. And, it was alright. I mean, came in there, had to do breakfast. Although I didn't get started with breakfast right away. I had to do the garbages outside and sweeping. I hate the sweeping. So, what else? After I got done with the sweeping and garbages and stuff, the manager came up to me and asked me to work up the front for an hour. Joy. I'm not a front person, I'm mostly kitchen. The most I've ever been up front for was 5 times. Out of 3 years I worked there, they only gave me to go up front like 5 times. And this is when, I requested it, and the assistant manager I had there about a year and a half ago was going to try to train me there, but never happened. I don't know why. Just never did. That's another thing about our store. We lack mentors and training, which is sad. But anyways, I'm off track here. Let me get back on track. So I went to, cover the front counter part. Not good with breakfast. Not at all. Well, register breakfast and drive-thru breakfast. I know lunch. I've done the lunch register at least 5 times. And I've done the first window cashier 2-3 times, something like that. So it was alright. I mean, I had a little bit of a pain because I mispressed buttons. Customers kind of irritated. Get irritated customers all the time. So once we got that done, I finally went back into the kitchen because the guy who was supposed to come in at 10 came in at 10. So I went back into the kitchen to do the boards, and we had another guy who was doing the prep and lunch. Didn't work out that well, because here's the thing, and it's really a killjoy when this happens, but our place lacks staff really badly, especially weekends. It's been happening not every other weekend, or almost every weekend, where we have 2 to 3 people in the kitchen. Maybe 4, but it's more rare to have 4, and then the front has like 4 or 5. This is not even including the manager. Why do you need that many people? Just to run drive-thru and front counter. It's not needed. Needless to say, when I did get back there to help the guy, he kind of got beat up. People would not stop coming in to eat breakfast, especially bowls and platters and sausage, egg, and cheese muffins. I don't know. They were addicted to muffins today. We, follow Kitchen Miner rules and stuff. Which, by the way, Kitchen Miner, not a good device. Recommend not using it because, well, you have to, but I'm just saying in general, as an opinion, not a great device to wear. Wait, why did I say wear? I meant use. Anyways, so yeah, by the time we got done with breakfast, we had nothing left, and we were pretty much screwed with lunch. I mean, we had spec board done, but we still needed whopper board and just beef done. And that was a pain because we didn't get it done yet. And we had to extend, well, we tried to extend breakfast, but we were running out of stuff. I think we got done like 10:45. So, that's another thing. Since the new breakfast came out, I'm not too happy with it. The new breakfast came out, and we've been doing breakfast now past 10:30. Now it's been extended to 11. Why? It should be always 10:30. But that's because our regional manager said so. So, great. More breakfast. That's what we need. More breakfast. So we got lunch eventually started. I was on whopper board today. We had a guy on spec board. Well, actually, we were going to do 3 boards because we did have a production person, and we did have 4 people in the kitchen. But the problem was the microwave on what burger board was messed up, so we had to use a, as I like to call it, bouncer. Bounce from spec board to whopper board. Help the guys who were running it. I technically could take over whopper board, but I let the guy do it because he was there till 2, and he was the only one that opened. So, let's see. Lunch rush. Pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I mean, managers were busting our butt to keep it down because our store is last place in our region. Or district, whichever you want to call it. It happens. It's because we have lack of staff, like I keep saying. And for the fact that we had no one trained and no one knows how to follow the rules. I mean, lately, I'll get more detail about rules, but for now, we had a hard time balancing the kitchen minder with drive-through time. Drive-through time, we had to get it to like 2:30 or lower, while kitchen minder, we had to, stay at 8+. That never happened. The highest we got to was at 8+, but we stay consistent between B+ to B-. That's basically what it was a B. And it happens. So, let me wrap this up. What happened? Yeah, so eventually by 2 o'clock, the guy had to leave, and I had to take over board. And the other guy who was on spec board was doing fine, stayed on task, which was good. Me, on the other hand, was getting whomped. That's a word I use a lot. Whomped. Because of whoppers. Those daily deals are such a killer. Especially the $2 for $4 whopper every day. Why? Why? You're just killing... Why? Especially when the manager says we can't do level. Like I said, our store's messed up. I'm going to give you more details later. But, just why? I don't get Burger King. And then we had the 2 10 pieces for $4, and we had the 2 chickens for $4. Go figure. The most I had to make today was 16 Whoppers within 7 orders. Not fun. I do know there are those who work around highways, and bless your souls, because you guys get hit more than we do at the local stores. So, other than that, I was technically done at 4, but that never happened because apparently we lacked the staff, like I said earlier, to actually let me go off and actually go home on time. They don't have a person at 4, yet they have someone coming in at 5, but I get done at 4. Yeah, I don't know. They should just make me stay there till 5, or just let me go. So, I stayed an extra half hour just to help out, and then when I was leaving, I was getting my pay stubs and this and that. And the guy who was on spec board went on wild board, and we had someone from the front go on spec board. He didn't know I was leaving when I told him I was leaving at 4:30. So, tried to find the manager to get my stubs. Finally got that, and I didn't get out till like, well, the restaurant area till like 5. And I got home around 5:30. Yeah, my day was suckish. It sucks. Really bad. And there you go, YouTube. MrBKrapful out. I'll let you know on a past story next video. This was just current video.